Go to John in Camas. Is this John Lee?
Yes, it is, my friend. Happy New Year.
Happy New Year to you as well. When I saw that story about the doubling of the cost of expanding I-5, the biggest choke point on Interstate 5 between Canada and Mexico, I thought, I'll bet John Lee's going to reach out to me. So what's your thought on the fact that this has doubled in cost for some mysterious reason that I'm sure you have an opinion on?
It's unbelievable, buddy. And in the big sense of it, they're looking at going from the original project was $450 million. Now they're talking $795 million. So that's, three quarters, 75% increase. And of course, ODOT does almost nothing that doesn't have cost overruns. So it's going to end up over $800 million. And that's 15% of the entire budget from the 2017 Oregon transportation package, which was $5.3 billion.
Right.
Number one. Number two, the original proposal was to build two concrete lids over I-5,
right,
creating real estate. Well, now they're proposing one huge concrete lid that's doubling plus, the price of that. And the saddest part, at the end of the day, they're adding no new through lanes to I-5. So you're looking at 15% of the entire state's transportation money now going to create real estate in Portland that'll do nothing to improve traffic congestion.
And is that the reason it's doubled in cost? Because they want to make it into something beyond. They want to make it into something beyond just straightening out a traffic problem. They want to create real estate in the most expensive possible way.
Exactly right. And in fact, several Portland city commissioners and other elected officials at the time talked about this being quote unquote community redevelopment. And so as the politics have unfolded, originally they were looking at maybe some parks and maybe a little transit center and public places on the top of these lids.
You mean more places to camp out and sell drugs and buy drugs?
Well, whatever people wanted to do.
Now, come on, John, be realistic. If they put that space in that location, is it not going to be soon populated by homeless people and drug addicts?
Well, if they left it open, the new proposal, they want it beefed up so they can put 5- and 6-story buildings on top of it. So now it's becoming the real estate industry, and the developers are getting in there saying, oh, you know what we could do if you just beef this up and spend a little more money? We can build all sorts of commercial real estate on it. And the thing that ticks me off the most is this is transportation money. This is money people pay with their gas taxes and their car registration fees.
Yep.
And it should have nothing to do with creating real estate.
Well, unless
roads and bridges.
Unless, John, if you went to a company and said, what does it cost to buy a piece of land big enough to put a building on? And they say, well, it's in that neighborhood, I don't know, 10 million. Okay, can you spend 10 million and make the piece of land and you pay for it? Let the private sector pay for it, and you build the structure that goes over it, but you pay for it, because if you're going to get the benefit out of it, you should pay for it. Doesn't that make sense?
Oh, I love that idea. If that's what they want to do, don't use the transportation money to create real estate.
No, let the private, and if the private sector comes in and says, well, we would pay $10 million for a piece of property like that, but that'll cost $20 million, so it doesn't pencil. Then you ditch the idea altogether, don't you?
Yeah, absolutely. And one of the interesting nuggets I got from transportation people was the original proposal to create two concrete lids.
Yeah.
They said there are additional air requirements if you build a longer tunnel.
Unbelievable. John, thanks very much. I appreciate your call. You're listening to the Radio Northwest.